Again, Stephanie Anthony with Let's Talk. And I thought that on today, we should take a little time to be with the Lord, actually. And I ran across this wonderful um, prayer circle on the internet, and it's called Time Alone with God. I'd like to share it with you. Sometimes we get so into things that we're not taking care of having some worship time. So, this is Dappy Keys. He's a wonderful piano player. And we just want to look at some scriptures and listen to his music just for a moment. Relax. Psalms 91 and 1. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. We just want to thank God for abiding with you, with us. You might want to stretch a little bit as you give God some glory. You might want to repeat in your mind, thank you, Lord, for all that you've done. We want to remember always to, spend some time with the Lord. Give him some time, some honor. Um, and we're rushing around so much sometimes that we don't give any insight, any time, any praise, any worship. The day is over with, and we haven't shown or honored God in any way. So we just want to remind you to do that. And we want to share with you. Hi, it's Stephanie Anthony with Let's Talk. And it's been a long day, a long week, a long month. But the Lord has seen us through, and it's been good. I want to thank you all for joining me on occasions, especially for Let's Talk a Bit. And I want to reiterate, invite, put on the radar two things that I'm doing and two projects, and we could use your help. Uh, First up, Global Volunteer Day for Youth. Uh, the project that we have in mind is for uh, to pair up youth and a senior citizen to have them talk, to have the young person document, and to write a story. So We're recruiting, no matter where you live. Uh, but you should be under 25 for the scribe, the documenter, and over 50 for the senior. Actually, that's 55. All right. And so I'll be telling you even more about it. I want to um, say that the Global Youth Volunteer Day falls on the 28th of April 2023. And we have a reception planned at Landmark of Baton Rouge. It's a senior facility, and that will be at 5:30. And uh, recruit your grandchildren, um, students, scribes, documenters. We've got a little form for you, and you recruit your eldest family member or one of your family members that would like to come out. Uh, could be grandmother, could be an aunt, hmm could be a neighbor, could be a church member, could be an organizational member, you know, um, could be one of the leadership in another organization you belong to. Yeah, I think it'll be a great project. Bring two uh, generations together, and afterwards, we'll have a great time sharing. All right, hit me up. Well, that was just a little taste of what's going on with Louisiana Democracy Project and the Community Kids Outreach of Little Rising Sun Baptist Church. We invite you to become a part of um, this activity, whether you're a senior or if you are a youth documenter, whom we call scribe. We hope to have a good time. And even more importantly, we'll be bringing together two diverse groups. And hopefully, by sharing, we will learn a little bit more about each other. And let me say this to my seniors, and I'm a senior as well. We have got to take time to talk with the kids. We really must. We are the generation that is balanced, has some wisdom, have seen a few things, and everything is not hypothetical. We know how things are likely to turn out if we mix together certain things. So we need to share. We need to share the knowledge that we have obtained over the years in an appropriate manner to the next generation. And our many of our children's generation don't are not taking the time to talk or to listen, nor are they passing on the lessons that we passed on to them. They're kind of just hiding it in their hearts, figuring everybody knows. But the kids don't know. Um, I live in an apartment complex, and I have some new neighbors. Well, I came out of my door, and this little kid must be about, I don't know, he must be about first grade. And he was standing there looking at me. Now, I didn't know whether he had been taught don't talk to strangers or whatever, but I'm a neighbor. He had seen me a couple of times before when he was in the presence of his uh, parents, and I introduced myself to them, and they did not introduce themselves to me. They was just looking at me like this boy was doing, this particular morning. And I said something to him like, are you lost? Or because I realized that he was standing in the door, uh, and there was whoever he opened that door for, it was nobody out. And he had unlocked we have like burglar bars, security bars on the door. He had unlocked that, and he just standing there looking at me. And I said to him something to the effect of, "Are you looking for somebody in particular?" And he said his dad. So I had seen the truck pull off. I guess his dad figured that he was gonna go on and go take care of business before the boy woke up. And I'm guessing that the mom was uh, upstairs asleep, and the boy came out and was confused about where his daddy was. So distracted him. I said, well, usually when you see somebody for the first time during the day, you say good morning. And he looked at me, and I said, so you could say that now. Good morning. So he said it, good morning. And I said, well, I hope you'll have a great day, but you should lock your door and go on back in until a grown up comes downstairs, and I'm sure everything is going to be all right. Okay. I said, I'm Miss Stephanie. That's what they call me over here. And he nodded his head, and I said, bye bye. And he closed the door. Uh, Now, this is a new neighborhood for him. He's kind of young. He could have wandered out. I didn't know what his name was. His parents didn't tell me their names. So if anybody had asked if he had wandered out, and it's not a neighborhood that he's familiar with, because they have been neighbors for less than a week. Anyway, my whole point is we have to teach these people how to be neighbors, because actually we're needed. Now, although they, was looking at me like, what you speaking to me for? When they moved in, I'm gonna know who's moving in. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna know something about you. And the first thing I notice is that, like a lot of people in the 35 got little kids group, they really think that they can function without making friends. But I see all the time, schools out early for one thing or another, is children roaming around. There are predators out here, real predators. But a 60 plus old lady that lived next door, where her car is, where she's parked, all this kind of stuff. She precedes you in the neighborhood, needs a bit of respect, because not only does she know things like what time the mailman passed, what days are for garbage, but also might be able to help in a time of need. Yep. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say, spread some wisdom. if you can. Now, I'm not suggesting that you get on the bad side of some crazy folk, but you can teach a little manners, a little home training along the way. And that is that you can teach the children to say good morning, good evening. And those things will help them not only to socialize, but can be in compliance with some other things that their parents may be teaching them that would keep them safe. They're still your responsibility, and you see a 3-year-old like I do. See a 3-year-old running back and forth, and that there are people that just swing into the driveway street without looking, not knowing that there is a child that could be dashing across the road. And of course, the last thing I want to see is some child squished by a vehicle. And, unnecessarily, you find that people are accelerating and driving like they're on the one of those speedways that where they go round, round, round. They just flooring it to get to the stop sign. Anyway, you've been listening to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Stephanie Anthony. You be blessed. Till next time, make sure to like, uh, subscribe, and share. Bye bye.